Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam, Hare Krishna to all the Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita, Danvat Pranam. Hare Krishna
Dandat
to all.
Pranam Mataji. Mataji, I gave you co-host and it's live.
Oh, it's already live? Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, let me just. I'm just opening my PPT.
Sure, Mataji, take your time.
Oh, okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Yeah, I just need to. Hey, Bull, can you hear me?
We can hear you now, Mataji.
Okay, yeah, there was some problem with my audio device. And on the curtain board, Kankosa. Adilla. Advanda. And the last month, na irtidu. Hare Krishna. Okay, did everybody get a chance to learn their verses, assigned verses?
Yes, Mataji.
Oh, I know you will, but don't ask me. I'm a slacker. Okay. Vinita, let me know when we can start.
Yeah, Mataji, in another, yeah, we can start. 7:25.
Okay, sure. Hare Krishna, and now we will start our class as always with the invocation prayers. Any volunteers who would like to recite the prayers today? Yes,
Shall I do it,
Devi,
Mataji?
please.
Somebody is there? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, she just raised her
Today,
hand.
yeah. Go ahead.
Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharini Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudevi. Hare Krishna. Okay. Let's see. I know we had a few participants last week. I don't see them here. So whoever's there, you had some verses assigned, right? Would you like to recite? Or should we just go verse by verse? Hare Krishna. Okay, it appears. Let's just do the verse by verse. I don't know if everybody got a chance to learn their verses. So let me do like a random verse picking today. Today, actually, we'll be doing 2 verses from the Bhagavatam. You know, they're combined verses, so I did not do a CC verse because they're already 8 lines, 2 verses. Okay.
Yes.
Now we can start from here. Who wants to recite this verse?
I will recite, Mataji.
Yes, please go ahead, Prabhuji.
तश्रद्धदान मुनयो ज्ञान वैराग्य युक्तया पश्यन्ति आत्मनि चात्मानां भक्त श्रुत गीतायाम्.
Yeah. Anybody else wants to recite this verse, please?
Shall I do, Mataji?
Yes, please go ahead.
तच्छ्रद्धधाना मुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्ययुक्तया पश्यन्त्यात्मनि च आत्मानं भक्त्या श्रुतगृहीतया.
Anybody else? Like Sudevi, you raised your hand. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. तच्छ्रद्धदाना मुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्ययुक्तया पश्यन्त्यात्मनि चात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुतगृहीतया. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Anybody who knows the meaning of this verse? You'd like to take a jab at it?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please try, Mataji.
Yeah, Tachadadhana Munayo means the sages who are very serious about questioning, knowing with Gnana and Vairagya Yuktaya means knowledge and the detachment. Pashyanti Atmani Cha Atmanam. Both they will be self-realized and also God-realized, absolute. They will realize of the God also and the self also. So he heard whatever he heard from Bhaktya Shruta Grahidaya. Whatever he heard from Vedas and Shrutis.
Awesome, Mataji. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Pashyanta Atmani Chatmanam. Like they're able to see the super soul, right? That's within themselves. Very nice, Mataji. You explained so beautifully. Thank you for that. Okay. Let's move on to the next verse. Who wants to recite this verse?
Shall I recite,
Any
Mataji?
volunteers?
Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead, Prabhu.
अतः पुंबे द्विजा श्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागस स्वानुचितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्.
Very nice. Prabhuji, can you recite a couple more times if you don't mind?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. अतः पुंबे द्विजा श्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागस स्वानुचितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्. अतः पुंबे द्विजा श्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमा विभागस स्वानुचितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर्हरितोषणम्.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Do you want to, try the translation for this verse, Prabhu, in your own
Yes,
words?
Mataji. Yeah. Whoever is like a human being, they can follow the varnas and ashramas. Actually, for the human beings, these varnas and ashramas are made, and swanustitasya dharmasya. I forget in swanustitasya meaning. Mataji.
Yeah, sthita means what? Swa means?
Situated.
Yeah.
Sthita is situated. Swanu means Swanu.
Swayam. Do you know the word swayam?
Self-situated. Self-situated. Okay. So the persons who follow the Varnashrama system, they are situated, self-situated in the dharmasya, the religiosity. Here,
Yeah,
Dharmasya means
Swanushthitasya, that's a good try, Prabhuji. Swanushthitasya dharmasya, actually what is being referred to is in your own positions, like, if you're a grahastha, you follow the duties of a grahastha, and at the same time, carry out devotional service, right?
yes,
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you don't have to leave your ashrama. You don't have to give up and become a sannyasi like that to practice devotional service. So what it says is you just practice the varnashrama system, and swanushthitasya dharmasya, in your own position, whatever you are in, practice dharmas. Yes, please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says Thane Sthite means wherever you are situated, whatever ashrama, you be there and do the devotional service. So there is no.
Yeah, sthane sthite shrutikatan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prabhu.
And Samsiddhir Haritoshanam means whatever activities we do, we should do as a sacrifice to the Supreme Lord, and everything becomes auspicious. That's what is my understanding.
Yes, very nice, Prabhu. Yeah, some siddhi means like when you get perfection in something, right? Like you get different, siddhis, like they say, like anima, lagima, all this, when you become perfect. Some siddhir haritoshanam. So when you're, even whatever position you are, you follow the principles of varnashrama vibhagasha, and, carry out your occupational duties, and that is samsiddhir, that is like the perfection. Siddhi means like a perfection. Samsiddhi means complete perfection. Haritoshnam. And what does it do? It pleases Hari. Toshanam, the word is like santushta, we say, right? Santosham. Santushta. So toshanam. Haritoshanam. What happens when you are just following the varnashrama? And who is it being addressed to? Who is this being addressed to? The verse. Who are the
To all of us.
Dvijashreshta?
To all of us, no.
Yeah, here he's addressing it to the
Dvijashreshta.
sages of Naimisharanya, the Dvijashrestha, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, who wants to recite this verse? So Devi, go ahead.
तस्मादेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्य कीर्तितव्यश्च देयः पूज्यश्च नित्यदा तस्मादेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च देयः पूज्यश्च नित्यदा तस्मादेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्यः कीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येयः पूज्यश्च नित्यदा.
Thank you so much. Beautiful recitation, Sudevi. Do you know the meaning of this verse or any words that stand out to you?
Yes, Mataji. Tasmat means like therefore. Ekena manasa. Ekena means like one pointed attention. Manasa means mind. Bhagavan means Lord. Satvatam, his devotees. Patihi, master. Shrotavya, hearing. Kirtatavyascha, glorifying. And Dheya is remembering. Puja is worshipping. Cha and Nityada, always. So therefore, with one pointed attention, if we serve the Lord, we should serve the Lord, who is the master of the devotees. And we should serve the Lord with Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Deya Puja, hearing, glorifying, and remembering and worshipping.
So beautiful, Sudevi. I think I should take lessons from you seriously. Did you tell all that on your own, dear?
Yes, Mataji, I didn't read.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. So amazing. Wow. Yeah, you deserve a clap for that. Haribo. Yeah, go ahead, Balabhadra. Very nice. Thank you, Balvinda. The kids are amazing, right? They just know it. I mean, she's like a Sanskrit scholar. There's Balvinda also and Sudevi. I mean, just amazing kids. Very blessed. Thank you for your association, dear kids. Yeah. Who wants to go ahead with this verse, recitation of this verse? Any volunteers?
Shall I do, Mataji?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yad anudhyasina yukta karma grandhi nibandanam chindanti kovidastasya ko na kuryat kataratim. Yad anudhyasina yukta karma grandhi nibandanam chindanti kovidastasya ko na kuryat kataratim. Yad anudhyasina yukta karma grandhi nibandanam chindanti kovidastasya ko na kuryat kataratim.
Thank you, Mataji. Do you want to try the translation for this verse, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Okay. Actually, I was not there when this verse was recited, but I will try, Mataji.
Whatever words, you're able to grasp. The
Yeah.
rest, we all
Yes.
can try to fill in. Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, karma grandhi nibandanam means like whatever work we do, we are like tied by the knots of nibandanam, and so okay. Okay, Kovidas means intelligent person.
Chindantima
Okay.
means what?
Chindanti means that untying that knots, cutting up that knots.
Cutting.
Karma.
Nainam
Nibandanam.
Chindanti Shastrani. Very nice.
Yeah, and whoever remembers the God. Yeah. So
let me just give you one definition, then maybe you will finish the rest yourself. Yad anudhyasina yukta. Anudhyasina. Asina means the weapon, like a sword, like that. Anudhya means remembering the Lord, or knowing about the Lord. Yuktaha, yuktaha, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, whoever uses, right, this weapon of knowledge, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. So what can he do with that weapon of knowledge?
Yeah, so with that weapon of knowledge, he can chindanti, cut through that karma grandhi nibandanam, his whatever the binding happened with his things, actions in this world, by remembering Anudhyas, by remembering the first Godhead, and kona kuryat kataratim means who kona kuryat means who will not remember the message of the Godhead, kataratim.
Who will not develop? Yeah, very nice, Mate. Who will not develop more taste to listen more, right? Because with this weapon of knowledge, he or she can cut this karma granthi, like this knots of karma, right? This. So then, why will such a person not take more interest, right? It's kind of propelling or impelling us to take more interest in Vasudeva Katha. Tasya is referring here to whom? Tasya?
Tasya, Kovidas Tasya.
God is referring to the Supreme Personality, right here. So for his Katharathi, Tasya Kona Kuryat Katharathi. So of his, of the Supreme Personality. Very nice, Mataji. You did so nicely. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, this another Prabhuji, this you were supposed to memorize. Nitya Narasimha Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Krishna.
Shushushu Saddanasya Vasudeva Katha Ruchi Shanma Sevaya Vipra Punya Tirthani Shevana शुश्रूषुशब्ददानस्य वासुदेवा कथारुचि शान्महत्सेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीर्थानि सेवनात् शुश्रूषुशब्ददानस्य वासुदेवा कथारुचि शान्महत्सेवया विप्रा पुण्यतीर्थानि सेवनात्. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Let me see who else is there. Nishu Dada. I don't know, that's Mataji or Prabhuji. Would you like to try the translation for this verse? Or I don't know, the Charu Mataji. Do you want to try? Okay. And anybody wants to try the translation for this verse? Yeah, Charu Mataji, go ahead. You were saying something?
I'm not pretty sure of the word-to-word translation, but
anything works, Mataji. Whatever helps you to remember the verse. Anything works.
Doing some service to the Guru or Acharya. Shushrusha means some will be able like hear.
Yeah, very nice. Yes, Mataji. Shrinvanti, Shravanam, Shushusha is the Shra is the same root word. Very nice, Mataji. Yes.
So Vasudeva Kataruchi. So it will increase the ruchi of listening to Vasudeva Kataruchi. It will be Punyatirtha Nisevanat, as if like we visited the Punyasthala, like equivalent to as if we visited the sthala when we do the Mahat Sevi, when we do some service to the Guru and Acharya and hear about the Vasudeva Kataruchi. Sorry, Mataji, I'm just making up. I don't know the exact.
No, you almost there, Mataji. You kind of got the whole, translation, just the overall meaning. You were right, Mataji. Very nice, actually. Like you said, when you serve the Mahat Sevaya Vipra, Syan means it gives rise to, right? Syan. But what happens when you do Mahat Sevaya Vipra? And in this context, Punya Tirtha Nishevanat, Prabhupada has translated as, again, service to Punya Tirtha, he's referring to as devotees here, okay? Like, but you said in the common parlance, in the common parlance, Punya Tirtha is like a place of pilgrimage like that, right? When you do service there. So in this context, it's referring to the same sentence as before, Mahat Sevaya Vipra is nothing but Punya Tirtha Nishevana. That's how Prabhupada is translating. And what happens when you do this? Shushusho Shraddhadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi. So by doing this seva to these exalted devotees, we develop Vasudeva Katharuchi. And you develop the ruchi to listen more, Shushusho Shraddhadhanasya. So you kind of go in the reverse order in this verse.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we are thinking, oh, I don't have taste for listening or reading Bhagavatam or reading scriptures, sometimes we think, right? Oh, I'm not so keen on this. Maybe I want to do some seva, like other seva, like something more physically involved rather than reading like that. So this is the secret Bhagavatam is telling, that by serving other devotees, we will get that taste to Shushrusho Shraddhadhanasya, to be more attentive and, develop Vasudeva Katharuchi. So this is the secret to for people who are more inclined. So sometimes we see around us, right? Some people are so inclined and they read all books. They like to learn, they like we see so many Maharajas, they read 100 times, the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and things like that. So they're just carrying from the past life. They may have served a lot of Vaishnavas, devotees. So, that taste is not automatically there, that, they just take it up like that. Thank you, Mataji, for the beautiful translation. Yeah. Who wants to recite this verse?
Shall I recite, Mataji?
Yes, please go ahead, Prabhuji.
Pranavata swakata Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridayantastho hi abhadrani vidunoti suharsatam Shrinavatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Pradantastu hi Abhadrani Vidunoti Sur Satam Shrinavatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Pradantastu hi Abhadrani Vidunoti Sur Satam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Anybody wants to try the translation for this verse? Pankaj Patel, Prabhuji, would you like to try? Or Nishu Dada?
Yes. Yes, Mataji. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're Prahladanan Prabhu. Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
I'm sorry. I was on my iPhone, so it doesn't have the other name. Okay. So, Srunatam Saka Krishna Punya Sravan Kirtana Radyan Stahi Abhadrani Vidunuti Surat Saha. Bhavan
I
Krishna
should have
is
given you a tough one, Prabhu, not this one.
Anyway, I enjoy this session of reciting so much, so it's so good. All right, here he says Surat Satam is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is, his friend of all the devotees, Surat. And Srunvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Sravan Kirtana. Hearing Bhagavan Krishna's Katha is Punya Sravan Kirtana. Punya is something which is does not get stale, it's ever fresh. And Sravan Kirtana, what happens by doing this? It says, Radyantastahi Bhadrani. All of Bhadrani which are staying in our heart, like Rajas, Tamas, Vidunoti Surat Satam. Bhagavan Sri Krishna washes that off for us. Elsewhere, it also says that, Pravista Karna Randrena Swanam Bhav Saroruham Dunoti Samalam Krishna Salilasya Yatha Sarat. So similarly here, Bhagavan Krishna's Katha is all auspicious, and it will take us to Visuddha Sattva and, remove all our contamination. So this is a beautiful diamond cloak. Thank you very much for allowing me to speak.
Jai, thank you so much, Prabhuji. That was a beautiful translation of the verse. Anybody wants to recite this? Yeah, go ahead. Recite it two.
What did you say, Mataji?
I said recite it twice at least.
2 times? Okay. Srimata Sata Krishna Punya Srimasa Kirtaya Hidayantas Tuhi Abhadrani Vidanati Shuatsatam Srimata Sata Krishna Punya Srimasa Shamana Kirtana Hidayantas Tuhi Abhadrani. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Brinda. Yes, let's move on to the next verse. Who wants to recite this verse? This is again another easy verse. Anybody else?
Can I recite Mataji?
Yeah, let me give all of you a chance. Yeah, Balavrinda, go ahead. Then after that, Nitya Narsim Prabhu and then Vishnu Priya Mataji.
Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisuki Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisuki.
Thank you. Nitya Narsim Prabhuji, please go ahead, recite.
Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Vishnu Priya Mataji, can you go for the translation, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yes Mataji. Mataji, like it was said in the last shloka, after all the impurities or inauspiciousness or material desires are removed from our heart, by hearing Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, always doing the service of Bhagavata means again it's a person Bhagavata or book Bhagavata, both Srimad Bhagavatam, either a pure Vaishnava devotee or the Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Who is Uttama Shloka?
Lord Krishna,
The
Mataji.
God personality of Godhead, Supreme
Yeah,
Personality of God.
Bhagavati Bhagavan Uttama Shloke. Okay.
Uttama
Yeah, he is
Shloke.
because we use the choicest of verses, right? Shlokas to worship him. What happens
Yeah.
then?
Then we'll get love. Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So a very strong bhakti comes into our life, like the love to do loving service to God.
Yeah, Nishtha, right? Naishtiki.
Yeah.
With determination. Like Prabhupada uses the word, he translates in this context as irrevocable. That means which cannot be reversed in one sense, you know. So you are like kind of fixed in bhakti, so there's no going back. That's how Srila Prabhupada is actually translating Naishtiki in this context. Yeah, very nice, Mataji. So it cleanses, Nashta Prayesh almost to nil. That's what Prabhupada says. You know, almost there we are, and we are established in Nishtha. How? By Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. We'll go on to the next verse. Who wants to recite this verse?
May I,
No
Mataji?
one, yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Go ahead, Mataji.
तदा रजस्तमो भावा कामलोभादयश्च ये चेत एतैरनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति तदा रजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्च ये चेत एतैरनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति तदा रजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्च ये चेत एतैरनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Who wants to go for the translation? Quickly, we can see the translation there. So it's actually, anybody would like to go?
Yes, Mataji. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness and he becomes completely happy.
Jai. Very, very, very encouraging, inspiring, right? Tada means at that time, when we saw the previous two verses, when we are cleansed, right? And we're kind of in Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Nishtha stage, what happens? At that time, the effects of the nature's modes of passion and ignorance and all, they disappear completely from the heart. And then we become Sthitam Sattve Prasidati. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. I will move on to the next verse. So we are Prasidati. So, happy. We are situated in a Sattva, which is a mode of happiness. And then so the next verse begins with Prasanna Manaso. Who would like to recite? Yes, Bharat Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. Evam prasanmanaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. Evam prasanmanaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. Evam prasanmanaso bhagavad bhakti yogata bhagavad tattva vijnanam mukta sangasya jayate. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Anybody would like to translate?
May I try, Mataji?
Please go ahead.
Like in this verse, it is said, Evam prasanna manso, means we become happy. Like in the previous verse, all the kind of mode of passion, ignorance, and lobe, greed, anger, all these bad qualities will remove, and then we will reach to a stage when we will become happy, joyful. And Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata means when we, yog means to connect with Lord Krishna. So when we do bhakti, we reach to the stage of this prasann man, so we become happy. And Bhagavad Tattva Vigyanam, and after that we gain the Vigyan, means the knowledge, transcendental knowledge of Lord Krishna, the Tattva, absolute truth about him. And Mukta Sangha se Jayate, and we liberate, means Mukt Sangha se means one who is liberated can understand the Vigyan, the absolute knowledge of Lord Krishna. So that is explained in this verse.
Beautiful, Mataji. Very nicely you explained the meaning. Yeah, like when you get the knowledge of Bhagavad Tattva, then you are situated in the mode of liberation, right? Yeah, you liberated. Very nice. Jayate means gives rise to Janma. Very nice, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next verse. Who wants to recite this verse?
Shall I recite, Mataji?
Please go ahead.
Vidyate hridaya granthi chiddante sarvam samshayam shiyante chasya karmani drishta evatmanishvare. Vidyate hridaya granthi chiddante sarva samshaya shiyante chasya karmani drishta evatmanishvare. Vidyate hridaya granthi chiddante sarva samshayam shiyante chasya karmani drishta evatmanishvare.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Devi, do you want to go for the meaning?
Yes,
The
Mataji.
translation.
Thus the knot in the heart is pierced, and all misgivings are cut to pieces. The chain of fruitive actions is terminated when one sees the self as master. Thank you, Mataji.
Jai. Thank you so much, Devi. Beautiful. Okay, we'll move to the verse for today. Sorry, I don't have any visual cues for today's verse, but this is a very, very meditative set of verses, like couple of verses here. We're doing 28 and 29 together, and it's very, very simple also. So anybody wants to volunteer to recite after me?
Yes, Mataji, I will volunteer.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, so Devi, I'll give you a chance next time. Okay, sweetheart? Okay. Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Paramakha.
Vasudeva Paramata.
Vasudeva Parayoga.
Vasudeva Parayoga.
Vasudeva Parakriya.
Vasudeva Parakriya.
Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Param Gnanam.
Yeah, I'm just repeating that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to? Yeah, I'm just repeating the first 4 lines again.
Okay.
Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Paramakha.
Vasudeva Paramaka.
Vasudeva Parayoga.
Vasudeva Parayoga.
Vasudeva Parakriya.
Vasudeva Parakriya.
Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Paraveda.
Vasudeva Paramakha.
Vasudeva Paramaka.
Vasudeva Parayoga.
Vasudeva Parayoga.
Vasudeva Parakriya.
Vasudeva Parakriya.
Vasudeva Paramjnanam.
Vasudeva Param Jnanam.
Vasudeva Param Tapaha.
Vasudeva Param Tapa.
Vasudeva Paro Dharmo.
Vasudeva Paro Dharmo.
Vasudeva Paragatihi.
Vasudeva Paragati.
Vasudeva Paramjnanam.
Vasudeva Param Jnanam.
Vasudeva Param Tapaha.
Vasudevam Param Tapa.
Vasudeva Paro Dharmo.
Vasudeva Paro Dharmo.
Vasudeva Paragatihi.
Vasudeva Paragati.
Vasudeva Paramjnanam.
Vasudeva Param Jnanam.
Vasudeva param tapaha.
Vasudeva param tapa.
Vasudeva paro dharmo.
Vasudeva paro dharmo.
Vasudeva paragatihi.
Vasudeva paragati.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Okay, let's try the meanings. We all know the first words, right, of all the lines?
Yes, mother,
Simple.
same, uniform.
Yeah, even the second word is the same. Almost same, you know, just the different forms of it.
Yes,
Right?
mother.
Para, 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 param, paro, para. You know, it's all the same, right?
Yes,
So
mother.
we already know like 2/3 of the shloka, the meaning. Okay, now let's go for the other words here. Veda. Anybody
Scriptures.
knows? Yeah, scriptures or like the literal translation, body of knowledge. What's Makhaha? Makhaha, you know, Dwapare. We learned that verse, right? What is the practice for each age? Krite tadhyayato Vishnu. And Dwapare, you know, you do Makha. Makha means sacrifices.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Mataji. And what is yoga?
Bhakti yoga, we are doing now.
Yeah. And what's Kriya?
Activities.
Activities, karma. Very nice. And then what's Jnanam?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Wonderful. What's Tapaha?
Austerity.
Wonderful. What's Dharma?
The religiosity.
Yeah, another meaning for Dharma. Savaipum
Occupation.
Samparodha.
Occupational
Yeah.
duty.
Occupation.
Very nice. Yeah, occupational duty. And Gatihi.
Direction.
Ultimate goal.
Yeah, the goal, or like Prabhuji said, you know,
Right.
I don't know where else to turn. He's my ultimate
Gantavya.
goal.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. So we kind of know, right? And in this verse, just one small clue. Para, in the most of the context, it's referring to as the ultimate goal here. Okay, like that. Para, you know, like which is like the absolute ultimate goal. So Vasudeva Paraveda. What does that mean?
Vasudeva is the topmost.
Ultimate.
Yeah, he is the ultimate goal of all the study of Veda. Similarly, Vasudeva Paramakhaha means he is the
All sacrifice is done for Lord Krishna. He's
Yeah.
Yogeshwar.
Yeah, we are doing Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam, right? So all this is
Yeah.
for the pleasure of Vasudeva. Para is the goal is. So the goal, that is the word which is being used here. Para is the ultimate goal. Vasudeva Para Yoga.
All the
This is
paths
topmost
lead
yoga.
yoga.
Yeah.
It's to
Yeah, the ultimate goal of yoga is for to achieve Vasudeva. Vasudeva Parakriyaha.
All activities should be done for Lord Krishna.
Yeah, for the pleasure of Lord Krishna. Wonderful. Vasudeva Param Jnanam. This word, in this,
All transcendental knowledge leads to Lord Krishna to understand him.
to understand Lord Krishna. Beautiful, yeah. Vasudeva Param Tapaha. All austerities must
Is
be
for the pleasure of the Vasudeva.
done for the God.
the ultimate goal for the Lord. Vasudeva Paro Dharmo.
All our duties are meant to satisfy Lord Krishna.
Beautiful. And Vasudeva Paragatihi. He is the
He's
our
our
ultimate
ultimate
Navigator.
Yeah, he is our ultimate goal, right? Gati,
Goal.
our goal. Wonderful, yeah. So it's kind of very simple, right? But so meditative, right? This is like, you know, we can kind of tune or, you know, what do you say? We can actually, all our activities, you know, we could actually meditate on this verse and do all our activities. That way, everything is done as an offering to the Lord, right? Everything almost like the Kriya, Yoga, Makha, Jnanam, Tapa, Dharmo, Gati, Veda, everything, right? So it encompasses all our activities we can do, right? It's a very meditative verse and it's very inspiring, I thought.
Yes, Mataji.
Vasudeva is Lord's another name, no?
Yes, Vasudeva. Vasudeva's son is Vasudeva. Yeah. That's why Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya we say, right? Yeah. Bhavna Mataji, you raise your hand.
Yes, Mataji, I have one doubt. Like in this verse, sometimes para is used, sometimes para, sometimes paro and param. So how to understand this? Which word to use where? Like.
Yeah, that's basically Sanskrit grammar, Mataji. We can move on to the next slide. And so depending on, the context, the different forms of the same word are being used. So,
okay.
Yeah, in some contexts, it's used as param. I don't know the declensions actually, how the para and paro like that. I'm not a Sanskrit grammar Pandit Mataji. I mean, somebody who knows, like, I don't know, Prahladananda Prabhu, he said he's learning Sanskrit. Prahladananda Prabhu, do you know these declensions, like the word endings, like para, paro, param, like different word endings? Can you please
No,
throw
my
some
understanding is very, preliminary, but it is, as you said, is related to the vibhaktis and the purush. In Sanskrit, we have singular and plural plus dvivachan. So Rama, Rama, Ramaho, like that. They are according to the. I do not have much detailed knowledge about that, but that's how the word is, formulated by Vasudeva, like that in this. Pertaining to kriya, he is using paraha, right? Gati, he is using para, like that. Tapaha, param, like that. So in what context, which vibhakti and what, that's beyond my knowledge. But, that's what my understanding is, like that.
Yeah, I mean, generally the way I'm learning is, I just go for the root word and see, in just to get some context. So
That's
all
it,
of them revolve around the same meaning. Like, for example, if you see, he is the ultimate goal, and then para for worshipping, he's the goal, the means of attaining everything, kind of revolves around the same idea of the ultimate goal, like that. So, or as an offering to him. So basically, Prabhupada has given the translations here according as the context. So the literal Sanskrit meaning, like we say, apara and para, right? Apara means something which is material, and para is spiritual, like that.
Right.
Like it's beyond. It's not like it's the absolute. It's the highest, like paro dharma, the highest, like that, absolute, like that. So it has different meanings, the word para. So in this, it means that, like it is the highest goal, like one should aim for, like that. And but Prabhupada has very nicely, to make it easy, he has given different meanings according as the context. He has translated it, for our easy understanding. So let's go through the translation, the synonyms and the translation. Any volunteers who want to read the synonyms?
Yes, Mataji. I'll read, Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Para, the ultimate goal. Veda, revealed scriptures. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Param, for worshipping. Mataji, those colors are little not visible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The normal color is okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Can you read now, or I know what I'm doing? It's the thing color. Which is the font color?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Para, the ultimate goal. Veda, revealed scriptures. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Para, for worshipping. Maka, sacrifices. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Para, the means of attaining. Yoga, mystic paraphernalia. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Para, under his control. Kriya, fruitive activities. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Param, the supreme. Gnanam, knowledge. Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead. Param, best, Tapa, austerity, Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead, Para, superior quality, Dharma, religion, Vasudeva, the personality of Godhead, Paraha, ultimate, Gati, goal of life. Translation. Should I read translation, Mataji?
Please go ahead, Prabhu.
In the revealed scripture, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please Him. Yoga is for realizing Him. All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by Him only. He is supreme knowledge, and all severe austerities are performed to know Him. Religion, Dharma, is rendering loving service unto Him. He is the supreme goal of life. Hare Krishna.
Jai. So nice, right? Ultimately, what a grand conclusion. He's the supreme goal of life. So clearly established, right, in this verse. Like, we have
This
to
is also
dovetail
one of the Mataji. This is also one of the what you say glorification. Like some devotees, they sing before starting Bhagavatam.
I haven't heard this one, Prabhuji. I hear like Nashtapraya Shrunvatam Swakatha Krishna and Nashtaprayashu, but I haven't heard devotees quote this verse, but it's a very nice meditation, right?
True. Yes, Mataji. So it is all
Like that-
glory, all glories of Krishna. That how
Yeah.
he is great.
Yeah, like Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavam, like that. Some
Yes.
verses are so grand, right? Which reveal the grandeur of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I always feel that this verse is also one such verse, which is like, it just is establishing he's para, he is like above everything and everything, the goal of everything is Lord Krishna. So it's just so amazing, right? The verse.
Also, Mataji, there is another slok in the second canto, 5th chapter, 15th slok, which says, Narayana Paraveda, Deva Narayana Angaja, Narayan Paraloka, Narayan Paramakha. So it's instead of Vasudeva, it's using Narayan like that.
Narayana
so, yeah, similar, similar.
So
like
it says Narayana Paradeva,
Paraveda,
Veda, and then
Deva Narayana
Deva.
Angaja.
Okay.
Angaja means they are born from their assisting hands, Angaja. And then he says Narayana Paraloka, and then Narayana Paramakha, same as Vasudeva Paramakha. Like that. So
Loka and last one you said was
Paramakha.
Makha, okay, sacrifice. Yeah, I'm just trying to understand the context. Like, I was trying to see how we can remember this. Like, this is just my understanding. I'm sure like you all may have different ways to remember the shloka. So how I was thinking was para Veda. Veda is the body of knowledge. And, then according to the Vedas, person does sacrifices, he follows the Vedic methods and he does sacrifices to please the Lord. And then, this is mystic yoga he's referring to. So there's 3 other things here. So this, I looked at it as, the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Dhyana Yoga. And then Kriya is Karma Yoga and Jnanam is Jnana Yoga. And then, Param Tapaha. And then the last 2 are like, our supreme occupation, like, what it should be. And our ultimate goal. So something, I try to relate like this so that I can remember what comes after each, like that. But maybe you have better ideas, all of you also. Some way to remember the sequence of what. So Veda, Makha, Yoga, Kriya, Jnanam, and then Tapa. And then Parodharmo, and then Gati, like that. Very nice. Yeah, so many beautiful verses, right? Bhagavatam is full of so many nice verses glorifying. So yeah, any other questions anybody has? Or I'm thinking it's 8:15 and we should wind up.
Mataji, small query, Mataji, like most of the what you say, like Vasudeva, Para, these are all uniform and easy to remember. Only thing is like you mentioned about the grammar, like when to say Para, when to say Paramam, when to say Paro. If you say one only, like by default, is that okay or it is an offense? Like everywhere if you say Para, or because it is easy to remember.
Yeah, I mean, for learners, perhaps Krishna is Bhavagrai Janardhana, so he may not be so, he is very kind and merciful with us. Yeah, if we can, we should make the effort to see. Like, for example, all the 4 usages are para. And then there's 2 params in the 3rd line. And then there is paro and para. So only
Mataji,
2 params.
Sorry, Mataji. Dot is there. It is paramam or param, Mataji?
Param.
Not mam, Mataji. Like paramam. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Mataji. Yeah.
The way I remember this sloka, and all our congregational members do that. We recite this every day, especially when showering. You sing this sloka, then it just goes. You even without it just comes like poetry. So that's another way of first few times you can remember, then the mind will have that flow of singing like that. So that's how we sing it like that. I can recite if you mind.
Yes, please.
Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Param Dhanam, Vasudeva Param Tapa, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragati. So, this way, if you make a poetry and, kind of, which fits your singing kind of aptitude, then it will come up easily like that. That's how we
Very
remember.
nice, Prabhuji. Yeah. I also tried to do that, I try to put some melody or some tune.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so that I can remember. It's a very nice cue, Prabhuji. Thank you so
right.
much. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, just by repeated listening, at least verses like this, they're not too tough. So, it kind of is very rhyming and, very sweet also like that. So it helps us to memorize, right? Any other questions or comments or realizations?
We are relishing, Mataji. That is the we are relishing the slokas.
Yes, Prabhuji. It's very nice. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'll just recite it 3 times and we'll call it a day. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Paramyanam, Vasudeva Param Tapah, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragatihi, Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Paramyanam, Vasudeva Param Tapah, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragatihi, Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Paramyanam, Vasudeva Param Tapah, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragatihi.
Mataji, can I recite one time?
Mataji can recite after my mom.
Okay, go ahead.
Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapa, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragati.
That's it. Only I want to say it one time. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka, Vasudeva Parayogi, Yoga, Vasudeva Priyakriya, Parakriya, Vasudeva Paramjnana, Vasudeva Parantapa, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragata. Vatihi Mataji, can I say it one more time? Huh? I'll say one more time.
Okay.
Vasudeva Para Veda
Veda.
Vasudeva Paramki Vasudeva Para
Yoga.
Yoga Vasudeva Yakuti Kriya Vasudeva Parajnana Param Jnana Vasudeva Param Tapa Vasudeva Priyoda
Paro.
Dharma Vasudeva Priyagati
Paragati. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Okay, we can recite the Vaishnava Pranam mantra.
Yeah,
Thank you
Mataji.
so much, everybody.
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, सुख सागरी माता जी की जय.
All good.
Thank you everyone.
Shri Guru
Mataji,
Varanga,
thank
Srila
you so
Prabhupada.
much for the class. Closing the